Book 262. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about King James, Demon Fairies, and the Holy Bible. That's right, King James, Demon Fairies, and the Holy Bible. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in the area of the earth that we call Britain today, a group of witches were conducting their ceremonies in the woods when they were approached by an entourage of small flying female demon fairies. Demon fairies are fairies who are not really fairies at all. They merely assume the image of fairies so as not to frighten the humans they work with to cause mischief on the earth. One of these witches in the woods was one of my ancestors, no less, and they have passed down directly to me from mouth to ear a tantalizing tale about what transpired the night the demon fairies arrived and what took place after. I was told that the demon fairies told the witches of a dreadful future. They said that a king would soon rise in England who would bring torture and death upon their ranks, and he would seek to do much to further the kingdom of Christ. The witches were told that they should kill this man before he ascended to the throne. They even agreed to help the witches, saying that this king would also persecute them as well. To achieve this assassination, they waited until the man, James Charles Stewart, now known as King James, was on his way to attend the North Berwick witch trials. This was to become the first major persecution of witches in Scotland under the Witchcraft Act of 1563. The witches and the demon fairies conjured up a mighty storm to try and sink the ship that King James was on, and while the storm was powerful indeed, it did not succeed in killing their foe. It did, however, expose the witches' plot to have him killed because the storm arose out of nowhere with many omens showing it to be a work of evil. Several witches were captured and executed for this act, and it was then that King James became obsessed with warring against their kind. In the year 1597, King James wrote an entire book called Demonology, in which he laid out all that he had learned about witches, demon fairies, and devils, and he expressed his reasons why they should be hunted down and executed. This book brought down upon them the very persecution they were trying to avoid. Many women, both witches and non-witches, were murdered because of this book, and the demon fairies were infuriated. They began a prolonged attack on the sanity of King James, and they sought to wear down his mental capacity and spiritual fortitude until he was ripe to be possessed. After several years of non-stop attack, the demon fairies finally succeeded in possessing his soul. This was quite advantageous because by this time, King James was the actual king of England and Scotland, and he held absolute power over the people. Now, wanting to squander such a powerful and influential soul, the demon fairies sought to cause maximum damage to the kingdom of Christ while they could. To do this, they influenced King James to commission his own version of the Holy Bible to be translated and written, and they guided him into changing and manipulating many verses. Being crafty indeed, the demon fairies twisted the King James version of the Bible in such a way that only the well-studied would be aware of their deception. Then, unbeknownst to the believers, this corrupted Bible was spread far and wide, even overseas to the colonies of what is now called the United States of America. This corrupted Bible placed millions of people in a spiritually weak position, and it opened them up to easy possession by the demon fairies. And from that time until this very day, the demon fairies have been the hidden hands behind many decisions made by the church. And so, the morning motivation of today is King James, Demon Fairies, and the Holy Bible. Today, I want to warn those who were born into this world to do tremendous and monumental good. You will be targeted more than all others because the evil on this earth does not wish to lose their control. There are no guarantees that you will fulfill your purpose, so do not think that you can do nothing and still succeed. No, you must wake up every day and fight the good fight. You must do battle with the wicked forces on earth. You must struggle to protect your sanity, and you must always strive to do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning. To order books in the Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels book series, search Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels on Amazon.com or visit www.dandyandbigherm.com.